welcome to the Marlene Saunders show where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. On this channel, we podcast about very important conversations, and today is no different. So, welcome to today's show, everybody. I decided to do a pop up podcast for you, chat family. And I had something on my mind. And the best time to have sort of conversations is when something is fresh on your mind and you feel ready to discuss it. So I just wanted to talk about this. Oh, so you want to talk to me now? And this is stemming from during this time of the year, the people that you have not talked to all year, the people that you have not hanged out with, the people who haven't done anything together with you. They're sending all of these messages. I don't know. I honestly believe that it's in hopes that you'll give them some money, give them something. I want to know what is people's intentions and motives to this. Why, if you have not talked to me all year, why do you want to talk to me now? Yeah, that's a very confusing. I was very confused. So I decided to take this picture for my avatar because that's how I was looking. Like, oh, you want to talk to me now? It's like the whole year went by and you didn't know that I existed. You didn't know that I was here. You didn't know I needed anything. You didn't know that I wanted some support, or you didn't care, whatever it is. But I don't like when either relatives, um, so called friends, whoever in your life, if somebody can't see you, talk to you, check on you throughout the year, my personal opinion is lose my number. Don't try to just call when you, whenever you is available for you. I feel like it's so rude to be this way. Those who only want to talk to you when they get ready, when, it's been how much? 11 months of the year, right? Yeah. 11 months of the year has passed. And in that 11 months, they couldn't find one day out of that entire year to send you a message. But now, because of one day, now they decide they want to text you. So that tells me that they've had your number all along, but they've just chosen to not conversate with you for one reason or another. So I just wanted to say beware of those who only know you when they want something. Beware. Beware, like what is the intention? What is the motive? Why is it that you want something from me, and because now you want something from me, now you choose to know me, now you choose to want to talk to me, now you choose to try to be nice and sweet to me, want to ask me how everything is going. I don't know if that happens to you too, chat family. The people that you know, your relatives, those friends, quote unquote, they make a decision that they only want to check on you and talk to you based on only the times where maybe they're low on money, right? This is the time they, oh, hey, how you doing? I was just calling to see how you're doing. No, you weren't. What do you want? That's always my question. And it may sound blunt, but I personally don't believe in, I don't want to waste your time and I don't want you to waste mine. I don't understand this. Why is it that relatives feel that it's okay to ignore you all year, but only on a holiday? Only on a holiday. they will text you or call you. What about the rest of the year? This is just one of my pet peeves that I'm wondering if I'm the only one that goes through something like this. For me, I find that to be very irritating. You only call me when you want something, whether you want money, whether you want to vent or complain about something, but nothing positive, nothing encouraging, and not really calling to check on me either way. You're calling for something for yourself. And I feel like that is something that is not good. It's not good to be in that position with anybody. It's not good to um, have people in your life that really don't care about the things that you want, the things that you actually need. And they would know that if they would call and check on you on a regular basis, which they don't. They don't. And here is another one. So you want to talk to me now? Those that are only nice to you because of a courtesy yearly text, quote unquote courtesy. It's like your relative, your quote unquote friends, the ones that have to talk to you 3, 4, 5+ months, and now because of this, it's the end of the year. Now it's because it's closer to a holiday. Now they're texting you, "How are you doing?" And it's like, where have you been all year? How come you haven't asked me how I've been the past 10, 11 months? They haven't checked on you. They haven't asked anything about you. But it's just right now, today, you make that decision that you want to say hi to me. And I 100% believe that they're only calling to ask you how you're doing so that they can get some money out of you or that they can get a gift. That's my personal opinion. And maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they just do a group text with everybody in their phone. But those are one of the pet peeves. Those are one of the things that I don't like. I don't like when somebody only wants to call you or text you just during the holiday time. What about the rest of the year? Here's another one. Those that only want to call you at the last minute. And that's something like very irritating to me. Um, to They only call you at the last minute, so you never get a planned, get together. It's always like when somebody in their circle has canceled, or their ride didn't work out, or they're on the low with the person they're in a relationship with. So that's the only time that they select that, oh, you remember me now? Oh, you know my name now? And it's always, can you want to hang out today? Because they don't want to go out somewhere by themselves now, because everybody has canceled and bailed on them. You're always the last option. And that's one of the things that I definitely don't like. I probably should have named this Marlene's pet peeves, but yeah, I don't like when you have people that that only know you, but they only know you when it's convenient for them. They only know you when everybody else has said no. And then, well, I guess I'll ask them. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong way. I would like to know what you chat family think about this. And I only have one more point here. Oh, so you want to talk to me now? This is another one that irritates me. When somebody that they only call you, but they don't call you to talk to you, to ask you how you're doing. They don't call you to listen to you. They call you because they want to hear themselves talk, right? They want to tell you everything that's going on in their life. everything that's miserable about their own self, everything that's happening in their life wrong, and how their life is so horrible and terrible. And in hopes that you're going to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, do you want some money? Hey, do you need a ride somewhere?" It's one of those things that only will call you during those times of difficulty, but they will never call you when something amazing happens to them, when something positive happens. It's always a thing like they only want to talk to you, not really to talk to you, they're only talking to you honestly to make you feel bad for them or try to make you feel guilted in doing something for them. And that's not right. I don't know if it has happened to you all as well, chat family, but they don't call you to talk to you. They call to hear themselves talk about their personal business. And they'll say like, "Hey, how you doing?" And before you can even answer and say, "How are you doing?" they start on this long tangent, this long spiel about how awful their life is and how they have no money and how it's this problem and that problem and how things aren't working out in their relationship and how they feel sick and all of these things. Just so much negativity. Those are the type of people that and you can't unknow them because it may be a relative, but we have to be very careful about, continuing so much conversations with them. These are the type of people that, unfortunately, you have to block some of them. You have to block them for your well being, or you have to not allow yourself to go around them, especially in like group settings, especially during this time of the year. You have to be very selective about who you choose to be around, who you choose to talk to, who you tell your personal business, because, yeah, they don't actually care anything about you. And I know that that may sound like something negative, but it's not. It shows how much you actually do care about yourself and what is important to you. And what should be important to you is your peace of mind. And these type of individuals that are like this, that only call you to vent about their issues and problems, and they're never concerned about your like, how are you doing actually. They may ask you, but they really don't want to know. They call you and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And then that's it, and then they go into talking about themselves. So all those type of people, and especially it's hurtful when it's a relative. We can't select who we're related to, but we can always select how much time we put into listening to them, how much time we allow ourselves to be around them, how much we listen to them, and also how much, we pour our energy into these individuals. These individuals will not change. Most of them, you've known them your whole life. They've always been complaining about the same thing ever since how many years, and nothing has changed. Same thing over and over again. So, that's one of the things that like I'm starting to learn to grow from those individuals. And while they may be a relative or a family friend, somebody that you can't just like easily get away from, you have to choose how much power you allow them to take over your life, because peace is more important than, listening to them, to being around them, engaging, all of those things. So that's one of the things that I definitely wanted to encourage you all, especially during this time of the year. Be careful of the ones that only want to talk to you now because they just feel like, oh, when they get ready, they feel like, now now I have some time for you because everybody else is busy, or whatever reason, or they feel guilty because they didn't talk to you all year. For whatever reason it is, chat family, Don't let other people play games with your mind. People play a lot of mind games, and unfortunately, a lot of times, hey, the mother and daughter duo, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. Unfortunately, a lot of times, our relative, quote unquote friends, co-workers, people that we know for a long time are not the best people to actually be around. They're very toxic. They disrupt our peace of mind. Really do. I'm doing awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And if everybody could hit the like, I really appreciate it. And that's one of the things that I honestly I'm trying to work on being better at is stop pouring my energy and my time into people who don't appreciate me, people who only know me when they are ready to know me, when they have money or when they're in a relationship. They don't know you, but when they're on the low, when things are bad for them, when they broke up with somebody, these are the times where they know you, right? Hey, Dominique. How are you doing? Welcome. These are the times that they know you. And one of the things about, your relative, they won't stop being your relative, but it doesn't mean that you have to accept their poor behavior. It doesn't mean that you have to go around them. There's some people that it's just like, just stay away. Just stay away from me. It will be better for my well-being. I'm doing amazing, Dominique. Thank you so much. I hope you are as well. That's one of the things that I had to learn that for myself, that I had to learn to be in charge of my own well-being, my own peace of mind, and I had to stop letting other people disrupt that. It's something that you don't get there until you want to get there. For a long time, I was miserable in my life because I wanted to be miserable. And you don't get it until you get it, until you start really working on yourself, until you know yourself. You find out who triggers you, who disrupts your peace, who likes to start things, who likes to start drama, who is just a negative person. And you definitely have to realize that there are people that, while they may be a relative, while they may be somebody that you've known for a long time, a friend of the family, associate, it doesn't mean that they're good for you. You can know people, but they're no good for you. They're no good for you. That's one of the things about life and being an adult. Being an adult, you have to learn to select what you put your energy into. And there are some that you just can't pour your energy into because they're going to drain you in more ways than one. Drain you physically, mentally, spiritually, affect you financially, all of those things if you allow it and let it. Hey, James, how are you doing? Welcome. And that's one of the things about, especially getting to be this time of the year when you start getting those messages from relative, friends, workmates, whoever it could be, people that you don't normally talk to, and now they're making a decision. Now they want to talk to you. Now they're saying, let's hang out and let's do this. It's always like, oh, call me, let's get together. And it never happens. And they say the same thing a year later. So be careful about people like that. It's one of those things that they don't really mean it. And it used to really get under my skin. It really used to get under my skin a lot that they would say, let's get together, let's have fun. I send a message, I will do the calling. So basically, it was a one-sided thing, always constantly trying to be the good relative, trying to be the good friend, trying to be the good person, but they're not good to you. So I had to learn to stop trying to force people to be my friend. Stop trying to force people to love me. Stop trying to force people to understand me. The ones that support you will support you. The ones that love you are going to prove it, not just say it. Not saying that saying I love you is easy for everybody, but it's better to have somebody show by their actions. It's about the doing. What are they doing because they say they love you? Are they proving it to you? Because it's about action. Love is an action word. And if you have these relatives, friends, whoever, and they're not proving it by their actions that they actually do care about you and they want to spend time with you, don't waste your time. Don't get yourself wrangled up in trying to be always constantly, hey, let's get together, hey, let's do this, hey, let's do that, when the only thing that they get involved in is drama and negativity, complaining about their life but never doing anything about it. So those are some of the things that kind of irritate me, coming towards the end of the year, when you start getting those text messages, emails, and phone calls from people who have never checked on you all year. Hey, Tamika, how are you doing? Welcome. I hope you're doing well. And do you, chat family, get these text messages from people that you haven't heard from all year? And how do you deal with it? Um, I think now I have more coping tools since I've been through therapy. Now I don't allow it to make me mad and all of that. I just say hi to them and bye to them. I don't, when they say, "Hey, let's get together," which they say every year, I just say, "Oh, okay." And then I move about my day because I know that that's something that's not going to happen. Now, these days, I don't allow people to just say things to me. It has to be about the doing, proving, show who you really are, not just what's convenient. So it's all of those things that is important. And we deserve better than we get sometimes, chat family. We deserve way better. We deserve so much more. We're intelligent. Don't let people play games with your head. Don't let people use you, and especially our relatives. Relatives can really use you, especially during this time of the year. Hey, can you take me here? Hey, can you take me there? Hey, can you give me a 50 or $100 until payday? Payday comes and goes. You never get it back. Actually, they still owe you from last year. So it's all of those things that I just want to, give you a gentle reminder to not be gullible and not go by the emotion and say, this is my relative, this is my friend, feeling that you have to be there and you have to do something for them, or you have to respond to their messages or requests for your personal time. Time is an important and special commodity. You can't get time back. So don't waste your time on people who really don't care about you. If they have not cared about you all year, they should not be caring about you right now. Unless there's some special situation going on that you know about, something like that. But if you know somebody and they haven't poured any love into you all year, and there's only 1 month left of the year and they do the same thing every year to you, you got to pay attention to that and say, how come you haven't checked on me and talked to me all year? Sometimes you got to check people and put them in their place. Like, I exist 10 other months of the year besides this month. That's one of the things that I said. And of course, when you check people, when you tell them about themselves, they get upset. They don't like it. They get mad. They feel whatever way they feel. They're in their feelings. But, honestly, we can't do anything about it. But what you can do is you got to protect your peace. You have to protect your finances, because almost all of us, you work hard for your money. You work hard to have the things that you have, and you shouldn't just give it away just to people who just want to take it from you because they're your relative, because they're a friend of the family, all of those things. So I didn't come on here to be on here for long. I just had a little chit chat that I wanted to talk about for a little bit. I'm going to put the link in if anybody wanted to come up before I get out of here. But that's one of the things that kind of irritated me a few days ago. We all know about during the holiday time getting the text message, hey, how are you doing? And saying, happy whatever holiday. What about the rest of the year? And then you don't hear from them until the next holiday. It's like you don't exist to them for the rest of the year. And I've resolved within myself that if you can't talk to me for the rest of the year, don't talk to me on that holiday. That's just me. I exist the rest of the year too. So that's just all I had to say, guys. Just wanted to hang out for about 30 minutes, check on you. I hope everybody has had a great week so far. I hope you all are well, chat family, and take care of yourself. Don't let your relatives, don't let friends of the family, don't let other people disrupt your peace, take advantage of you, and also don't enable them in their bad behavior, because especially with relatives, we make excuses for them and say, oh, they've always been this way. And just because somebody has been a certain way for a long time, it doesn't make it right. So somebody has to put an end to it. And I know that it may make you an enemy, people may not like you and all of those things, but it's not about popularity, it's about peace. And that's one of the biggest things in my life, is having peace of mind. And I hope it is for you too. So don't let relatives, friends, and other people use you, especially during this time of the year, and go behind, I love you. You should love me the rest of the year too. That's what I have to say. So that's all I have to say from here. Thanks so much for hanging out, chat family. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys on the next podcast. Bye, guys.